In this video, we will cover some flowchart examples. Means we will take examples one by one and try to draw flowchart for that problem or that example. First example is that we have to draw the flowchart to calculate the area of rectangle. We all know that area of rectangle is having the formula like L into B is nothing but the area of rectangle. Means we have to accept length from user, breadth from user, calculate the area, print the area and stop the procedure. These statements I have listed orally are nothing but your algorithm. But here in this part we have to write only flowchart. So we will write only flowchart here. Okay. We will draw the flowchart like for starting any flowchart we will have to start like a symbol start. Okay, then we will write here start. I have tell you about you we all have to accept only two variables from user, that is length and breadth. So for that purpose we will use the accepting symbol, that is nothing but the different shape square, that is like this. Okay, so in this we will write input length. Okay, this message will be of your choice but we have a proper meaning. Next is nothing but the input breadth. Okay, so we will input breadth also. So input breadth. Okay, now what is our task remain? We have to only calculate the area. But for calculating area, we have to use a rectangle symbol, that is this symbol, and simply write area equals to length into breadth. So area equals to length into breadth. Okay. Now our half task is done. We have to simply print that, and for printing we again use this symbol, that is print area. And what is the task remain for us? That is stop the procedure. For that we will write this symbol and we'll stop the procedure. So this is all the flowchart for writing the area or calculating the area of rectangle. If in the same problem we will try to cover the algorithm also, then we can write like this is the flow chart. Okay, but the algorithm is, we will also write it, algorithm is nothing but the steps. Okay, then step 1 start, then step 2 accept length, then third is nothing but the accept breadth. Okay, fourth is nothing but calculate area, fifth is nothing but display area, and last one is stop. Okay, so this is the problem giving us the idea about how to write the algorithm and how to convert it into a flowchart. Okay, so we will take another example, that is we have to calculate the percentage of the student. Okay, for this problem we have calculated the algorithm in the last video. We only cover the flowchart here, that is the calculate percentage of student. For that we all know that we have to accept the marks in few subjects. Here we will take marks in, for example, 3 subjects. Okay, then calculate their total percentage and print the percentage. For that we will start like here, we will start from this symbol, that is nothing but star. Okay, then we have to accept how many things from user. We have to accept name, marks, and input, name, and marks in three subjects. Okay, now we have to calculate the total first. For that we will calculate the total, like here we will calculate total. For that we will use a such a rectangular shape and write like total equals to marks 1 plus marks 2 plus marks 3. Now what is the next task? The task remain is calculating the percentage. So what is the formula for calculating the percentage? That is percentage equals to total divided by 300 into 100. This will complete the task of calculating the percentage. Now only task remains that displaying the percentage. But as our place is over, we will take one connector. Start with this connector from here and again write like we have to only print. So here we will write like display percentage, and as our procedure is over, we will stop the procedure. That is like stop. Okay, we will stop the procedure. So this is all about how to draw the flowchart to calculate percentage of student. Now we will take another example to calculate or to check whether a given number is positive or negative. Okay, for that we have to use the test condition. We will take a statement like to calculate number is positive or negative. For that we will start thinking from the point like we have to accept one number from user, then we have to check it with the 0, and if it is 0 less than 0, it is negative number. If it is greater than 0, it will be the positive number. So for that we will start and write like start the procedure. Next we will accept number from user. So for that we will write like accepting symbol is this symbol, okay, and write like accept and okay. Now we will check it with the 0. How we will check it with the 0? That is, we have to use the test condition. This is like we have to check it and we will write like is our n less than 0. As we all know that this test condition has two parts, that is plus and minus. One flow gives us the yes condition and another flow gives us the no condition. Now, if n is less than 0, then if yes, then it will print the statement like what it will display? It will display the number is negative. So we will use this symbol and print the message like number is negative. If not, it is the greater than 0, then it will display the message number is, it will display the message like number is positive. As this is a decision making part, both will comes to the end. So we will end both in separately because at a time only one condition is executed. Okay, so this is the example of how to check any condition, and depending on that we have to display the two separate mechanisms or two separate conditions for. Now we will take we will cover same flow chart to write the number is less or greater. So we will take an example like to calculate smallest number out of 2, means we will accept two numbers from user. For that we will change the conditions like accept A and B, means we will accept two numbers from user that are A and B, and we will check them between themselves, means is A is less than B. Okay, if it is yes, then we will print like A is small. Otherwise we all know that if A is not small, then we will say that B is small, and we will write like B is small and stop the procedure separately. So this is all about some few examples about how to draw flowchart for solving any problem or giving the pictorial representation of some mechanisms to calculate the flowchart for any mechanisms. In the next few videos, we will cover the mechanisms of, we will write algorithm, flowchart, and also a pseudocode for any problem. So this is all about the flowcharting mechanism. Thank you so much.